Well, that was a little disappointing. Battery failure. They should have done much better than that. They're going to get a bad score. Anyway, wherever I was. So anyway, so yeah, I guess I'm not going to bother playing this video. It was really 10 minutes of crap. I mean, it was just 10 minutes of just complete useless garbage. He did say again, imply that somehow our psychology is some sort of genetic thing. You know, that somehow people are born Christian, are born Muslim, or born chauvinist, or born, I don't know, child molester, or even born homosexual. I mean, this isn't the way the world works. Um, we are we are conditioned animals. We can be a lot of different things. That's pretty much proven by looking at the world. You raise people a little bit differently, and they act and behave very differently from each other. That's because we're not owned by the genetics. The genetics just provide us with this raw capacity to um, uh, acquire these emotional attachments, these desires and addictions and ambitions. But how exactly those things translate into a real person's life through their maturation, that's where it's going to happen. That's where it's going to be decided what kind of human being they're going to be, what they define as graceful or beautiful or decent or nice or fun. All those words are not going to be described by chromosomes. They're going to be described by the environment they're raised in, what happens to them through their life, what they're exposed to, what what places they're taken inside of their intelligence through communication with other people, through books and confrontation. I guess that's another part of this that's a little frustrating, is that in the real world, you know, you do sort of have a more captive audience. You're not stuck with this video thing where somebody can just hit the damn button and stop you. You know, they don't have to listen anymore, and so you can't, you know, when face to face, you can find that certain tools work in an argument. You can wear somebody down because they're, you know, as long as you don't get into some sort of fist fight, you know, you're listening to each other and you're stuck in the environment with each other, and no one's going to just walk away usually. And so it's a different kind of communication than here. Here you have to sell it. You have to, you have to turn it into something more palatable. And like I said, because of this diversity and the way humans can be um, converted, created, match. I'm trying to think of a word that just separates it from this idea that they are born a certain way. They are made into something, and because of the fact that they can be made into people who have very different ways of life and very different ways of very different sensibilities, things, ways of looking, ways of communicating, um, ways of thinking. Um, and all of that is it makes it really tough. Just, you know, it's a quandary, a dilemma, and I haven't got all the answers to that yet. Obviously, working on it, because the root philosophy is really simple. I mean, you know, our history has kind of gotten obvious and simple. It's kind of an ABC thing, this whole evolution thing, this reproducing machine thing, conditioned tools for survival thing, and then the idea of understanding that we live in this universe, this cold, harsh universe, and there's this little speck of sentience, this little speck of feeling, consciousness that exists through this process of evolution. And what do we do about that? How do we maximize this equation? How do we get the most out of what we are, out of our capacity, out of the tools that we do have? And yeah, that's it. It's a 2-minute video, right? And that just, to me, that's the foundation of what all the rest of the conversation should be about, which is, well, what do we change? How do we fix this? How do we condition people to be more civilized? You know, what do we require of parents? What do we demand of a society in terms of an economic system and fairness? I mean, fairness is such a simple concept, you know, in concept, yeah. I mean, every game we've invented, we create fairness in the game. That's the objective. And the biggest game of all, our economy and how we live and what we do to each other in that game, fuck fairness. I mean, it's ludicrously stupid, and it should be so easy to expose it in a 3-minute video, and but in 3 years I haven't accomplished it. I mean, I might argue I've accomplished it, but I haven't dressed it up. I haven't put it in the right T-shirt. I haven't painted the right design on it. I haven't made it sellable. I haven't given it an animated personality. I haven't, you know, just haven't done it right yet. And it's just fucking irritating. And that's it. It's enough of a video, I think. So, till next time, keep working at it. What else is there to do? But yes, sometimes I'm going to make videos that are more an expression of my frustration or where I am, and that's what they're going to be. And you don't like them, just, yeah, you not like them. It's okay, but I mean, I'm not. I'm going to inevitably disappoint you. So just get over it already. Get over it already. Okay, because it's going to happen. So till next time.